What is up, YouTube? My name is MacDaddy295, if you didn't already know. Um, so, what happened last time on MacDaddy295? My channel? I had some fun with some friends out in the field, just having some fun, basically. That video was multiple videos tied into one. When it first started off, it was horizontal, like this. Alright, I'm not good with that shit of horizontal and vertical. I keep on getting the shit mixed up. Shit. And basically, I had the camera like this through Snapchat. I was recording it on Snapchat. So if you followed me on Snapchat and saw that, you already knew what I was doing. If you're not already following me on YouTube, on Snapchat, my Snapchat name will be down in the description. MacDaddy295. Same as my YouTube channel name, as well as my Instagram. Now, I had fun making that video with some of my friends. The first part of that video and the last part of that video was same like that. And in the middle, it was sideways, like it's right now, recording. So, I had fun making that video. Now on to other things. My Q&A video, which was the next video I had planned for this, is not going to be happening anytime soon that I'm aware of. I haven't gotten a lot of Q&A questions for it. Once I get more questions for the video, I will be able to answer them. I've only got a few, not enough to, answer them. But I was asked, I was told this, that I'm leading you guys on, or teasing you, or forget that word I was trying to say. I was trying to, just, I'm putting off to show you guys what vehicle I am. I'm saying I'm not really going to get it. This is what I'm going to get. Teasing, basically. I'm not teasing. I'm actually going to get the vehicle when I have no clue, like I've said before. I'm not sure when I'm going to get my new truck, but when I do, be a lookout on Instagram and my Snapchat, because I will post pictures probably of it, if I don't already make a video. Most likely there will be a video first on the new truck, and I will tell you guys that I got a new truck. Now, with that being said, once I get this new truck, it's going to be happening. I have some plans for it already. If you guys already see it on my Instagram, a couple videos back, I've already explained what I had planned for the new truck and everything. There's my I think it was my latest video that I put out on my YouTube channel, is what I'm going to be on my Instagram, is what I'm going to be doing to the truck, what I have planned for it. Everyone's wondering, what truck is it, all this and that. Basically, I'm not going to tell anyone. There's there are some of my friends that know about it, some of my friends that don't. I haven't told really many people about it, and the ones I've asked them to please keep it a secret, not to tell anyone, because I basically want it to be a secret so not everyone knows when I go to reveal it. Because my last two vehicles, people knowing about real quick. S10 Sally, not really many people actually expected that. I was quite happy when I got her. For the simple fact is that my friend pointed out to me that for almost 5 years or so, I've been talking about wanting an S10, and once I got an S10 and it was a manual, he said, you must be really happy to have it, since it is a manual and an S10 like you've always wanted. And I go, yeah, I'm happy to have an S10. Unfortunately, the power on it just sucks. The motor sucks on it. It's not broke or anything. It's just a 4-cylinder, which sucks. Because I had the Malibu, which was a 4-cylinder, and that was actually quicker and did a whole lot better than the S10. The Malibu It was a 2.4 liter twin cam, 4-cylinder auto. Everyone's like, you're probably gonna be like, whoa, it was an auto, so that's a difference. No, not really. The only difference is the S10 is a 2.2 liter, and it is not a twin cam like the Malibu was. That's what I think is a problem with it, because it's up like 0.2 liters, I think, on it, on the S10, and it's not a twin cam like the Malibu was. On the highway, it did great. I could do 60 miles per hour keeping up with traffic with a trailer and my landscaping equipment. With the S10, with my trailer and my and just my rider, I was doing 40 going up hills, and that was downshifting to 4th or 3rd going up hills, and that was in the way slow lane. That's not great for an S10 for a truck. But once there's no trailer or I don't have a load on it, it does great. I do 60 plus, you know, I have fun in it. But once you put a trailer and some weight behind it, it just doesn't do anything. The new truck, it has a bigger motor in it. You know, all I'm saying is it has a V8. That's all I'm saying. Not going to tell you the cubic inch or anything. It's a V8. I plan to do a lot to it. You know, in the next video, I'm probably going to tell you what all I have planned to do to it, as far as motor-wise. But, well, I can do it now, I guess. Off the top of my head, I can think it's going to get a cam. It's going to get a .60 bore over. It's going to get bored .60 over. You know, pistons, injectors, I believe. I don't know if I want to do injectors. You know, pistons, cam, hooker's exhaust, to a hooker headers to the a Flowmaster 80 series, I think I want to do, to a single outlet right in front, a single or a dual, I'm not sure yet, in front of the rear tires. And I'm probably going to do the cam, the bore, clean up the block because it has quite a few miles on it. You know, when I'm in there doing the cam and the bore and the pistons and all that, I'm going to actually, you know, make sure everything's okay. I'm going to have one of my friends who's a mechanic who can rebuild it, actually do it. He's going to be there and he's going to teach me more about it than what I know. I've only done small work on motors, but not a whole lot. He's going to show me everything. I plan to do a K&N air intake. You know, as far as tires and rims setup, I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to keep them stock. And basically just go for that whole sleeper type build type. The Flowmaster will give it away. The cam will give it away. Well, that's a given. Probably do heads, you know, head studs, and all that. I'll probably end up doing, you know, this is a maybe. I don't know if I really want to or not. I actually was thinking about it. You know, I might actually do a Garrett turbo. I'm thinking like 60mm turbo, aluminum radiator. You know, all that. You know, I'm just thinking about things that I want to do to it. You know, the interior is fine with it. But for the year of the truck, it's not that bad. Just a few things that I need to fix, which I can get it fixed real quick. You know, it does need some body work, but it's not too much to worry about. I've been trying, you know, you guys are wondering, you know, what's taking me so long to get the truck. Why haven't I already got it? What's going on? The simple thing is, you know, the truck isn't really running okay. I've been dealing with trying to fix it up, work on it. I've been trying to get it so it will pass inspection. and it's just one thing after another. It's not one vehicle I'm worried about, not two vehicles I'm worried about. It's three vehicles I'm worried about, guys. Because it's not just my truck, the S10 that I'm worried about. I have to fix that up. Headlights. HIDs for some reason aren't working. Before you go yelling at me in the comment section saying, well, they're HIDs, they suck. Actually, they don't. I've had them for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and they work great. They're better than stock headlight bulbs because they light up the road a whole lot more. I can tell. I'll drive my dad's truck, and when I'm driving his is a GM as well. It's when I'm going down the road, it doesn't really light up the street like the HIDs do. The HIDs, I can look off to the side, and the houses will be lit on the side going down the road, going down, back roads on the highways that aren't lit up from street lights or from lighting. I can tell the big difference on it from my truck to his headlights, and there's a big difference in it. So I'm hoping it's just the fuses. If not, I've looked online, I've looked on some apps about the same lights that I already have on it, same HIDs on it, and I plan to just buy a different one if it comes down that they just quit after the years. And I'm hoping it's a fuse or a bulb blown, or there's just some mud or something caked into the HIDs, into the ballast, I should say. Ballast, I don't know how you say it. But once the company said it's all waterproof, it's even said it on the box, it's waterproof. The company guarantees it's waterproof. If you guys saw on my Snapchat a couple nights ago, it said I was on the trying to figure out my HIDs. I was. The customer service representative was very helpful as far as my acknowledgement. But I do have to say this. For the HIDs that I bought off Craigslist, that I had on the Malibu, they were very cheap. It cost me $50, and the guy even installed the HIDs for me. He showed me how it's done, and from there I was like, okay, I know how to do it. And so it's been great. I've had them done with. I've had them for 3 or 4 years. They've been working great. Since the HIDs with the Malibu wise, everyone doesn't know this, the Malibu had 2 different types of lights on it. Actually 4. It had the stock bulbs that came factory. Then I put on HIDs. No. What was it? I can't remember if I had stock or not. It was either I had stock headlight low beam bulbs, or I put in the HIDs. But I got 7-inch oval LED lights, and that was mounted up on the bumper in the little piece of the bottom. That worked great for I don't know how long. And finally, I was just like, okay, it's enough. And I asked my friend if he could make me. He is actually back in a couple old other videos I had. His name's Kyle. He has a YouTube channel. You guys are free to go check it out. It's MotoSTL, or it's Kyle Matthews. I'll try to put a link in the description if I can. But he built it. It's a $60 light bar, I call it. It's homemade. It's great. I spray painted it. Had it on the Malibu for I don't know how many years. I had it on there for a couple of years, and it did me great. Loved it. It had the stock. It was an O'Reilly's or an AutoZone thing. He bought the lights from his work. He basically built it the pole he built it on, it was like a fence post pole. Welded the mounts on there. Then he basically hooked the lights up. They were 55 watt each. He upped them to 100 watts each, which was 300 watts of lighting. It was that. Then on top of it, I had the HIDs. The light bar I didn't really use that much, except for when I went on tailgate runs. Road trips over into the country, over to my friend's house over in Illinois, or on roads that didn't have street lights and the HIDs weren't really enough and the high beams weren't really enough. I did get pulled over once for them. That was it. And I only got pulled over for the light bar once. It wasn't that big of a deal. So it's one of those things I don't really care about. It's great. I plan to put the light bar onto the S10 if I keep it. If not, if I have it long enough, I'll put the light bar onto the S10. And I actually bought one other thing from one of my friends. He was selling his truck and he asked me if anyone wanted it, and I said, I'll take it. I asked him how much, and he said, yeah. Did some research on it real quick, found out how much they're going for. And I was like, okay, you know what, for that I'll take it. It's cheap enough. Went to where his truck was sitting, bought it, took it off. It's done the right way. It will be put on the right way. It's sitting in my room, all ready to go for me to hook it up onto the truck. Now, if I end up get my new truck sooner than what I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out this, because I don't really want to install the light bar on the truck and have the other product on the truck, and then have to take it off within a week or two, or within the month or the next month. Because, it will work for me for then, but, I don't want to really go through that. Because once I get my new truck, I plan to do a custom-made headache rack. The S10 Sally has a custom-made headache rack by Kyle. He custom-made it. I got all the metal for it, and he just welded it. Told him my design, laid it out for him to weld it. He welded it, paid him, and then I painted it. Basically, it's bed lined, and from there I have it. But the headache rack won't fit on my new truck that I'm aware of. I want to try to see if it fits, but I don't think it will. If it does end up fitting, I'll just take the headache rack off the S10. But if it doesn't, I'll just get have a new headache rack made by Kyle, put it on the truck, and then I'll put the light bar on the headache rack. The other thing is, I also have a new CB radio for the truck. Very few of you guys know this. I, for some reason, love CBs. Growing up, my dad had a CB in his truck. I listened to it. I liked it. So I like to listen to CBs. I had one in the Malibu for I don't know how long. My mom absolutely hates them. I don't know why. But I like them because when I go on road trips, I'm able to talk to people, especially going over into the country and stuff. Everyone out in the country has a CB, almost. It's nice because if I break down and I don't have cell reception, I know the CB's there. I can call someone and be like, I need help, I'm broke down, here's my location. And it's easy to do that. Now, the CB is a Cobra. It's a newer Cobra. The one that I used to have in the Malibu was an older one. I guess it's considered vintage now, or a classic. But I like that one. It had the older feel to it. So the newer one, the one I have now is newer. Uh, I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. Guy was wanting a whole lot less than what it's worth. And the has a bracking system. And it came with dual 4-inch fire sticks. Which that's another reason I had the headache rack made. One of the main reasons I had it made for the S10. Plan to do the fire sticks on the truck, and just never got around to it. So with the new truck, I plan to put the headache rack on it. Plan to do the dual fire sticks, headache rack, the light bar, the other product on the headache rack, and some motor work and all that. Besides that, I'm also planning to do HIDs on the new truck. With that being said, a lot of it's going to be done to the truck, but for all that to be done that I want to be done to the truck, that means I'm going to have to start working harder and harder on jobs, and I'm going to have to save for quite a bit for it. Everyone's probably like, well, why don't you just swap the motor out of it? I would do that, but if I was going to swap a motor, I would swap the transmission as well, because I would have to. And when I swap the motor and the transmission, I would do a manual swap at it, throw a manual swap at it basically, which is way too much. I don't mind doing the work, but since it's my daily, I don't really want to not have a vehicle to do a motor swap and transmission swap and all that, and run all the things for the manual transmission and all that, because you have to run the clutch lines, clutch cable, and all that. And that means I'd also have to get a new steering box. It'd have to be power steering. It'd have to be for a manual. The gauge cluster would probably get swapped over to a manual. The only difference between a manual gauge cluster and a auto gauge cluster is it's saying park, reverse, neutral, drive, and on this truck it has a D, and around it has the O, which is overdrive, and it has 3, 2, 1. Manual, it doesn't have any of that. That box is there still, I think, or it's just gone, and it just has the miles and the speedometer, the tach, the fuel, the oil, volts, battery, and all that. But that's the only difference is the transmission part of it. That's the only difference on it at all. But the steering column I would swap out for sure, because going from auto to manual, you'd still have the gear shift selector there, and I don't really see a point to have that if I'm going manual. But the other thing is, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it auto for now. You guys are wondering, well, why are you going to dump all this money into this newer truck when you could be putting it into the S10 and fixing it up? The S10 is basically just a work truck. It wasn't really designed for something more than what it is right now. But with that being said, I'm going on 24 minutes of just talking. I can see it right now. And if you guys are still listening to this and watching this, I do thank you for that. I really do thank you for sitting here and just listening to me talk and talk and talk. I'm going to turn on the light because it's getting pretty dark out. But no, with you guys being able to talk, listen to me for this long, it's very soothing to for having you guys talk to me for this long. Listen to me talk. But I do thank you guys for listening to me talk. My next video will be the Q&A video, I hope. If not, it will be something else. But it's not the Q&A video. It will probably be, what is it? Probably the new truck or the light bar and the new product installed on the S10. But with that being said, thank you guys. If you have any questions you want to ask me, drop them down in the comment section or go onto my Snapchat, message me through Snapchat or Instagram, message me on through Instagram. Instagram and Snapchat will be down in the description, as well as Kyle's YouTube channel YouTube channel link. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching and listening to me talk basically for this long. So like, comment, subscribe, and you know, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. I plan to do more crazy stupid shit later on, and I also plan to do some more things that I hope you guys watch. That being said, I'm MacDaddy1895, and thanks to you for tuning in.